Lots of animals out there this morning. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see a half a dozen deer for sure. And zoom in on them a little bit there. We'll see who's around. Looks like Mr. TC right there, doesn't it? Mr. Big TC. Absolutely. Gonna hide his antlers. About right out here. Coming right there is a big boy. Can that be Forrest? I believe it can be. And somebody got some antlers right behind that feeder that's pretty big. Oh, look at that. Fat boy, I believe. And somebody's standing right there, hiding his head. And I believe that's a boy as well. I don't know who that is. He's feeding on Bermuda grass. Oh, here another fat boy walk out there and feed on the Bermuda grass as well. Good little bunch of deer out there. A couple of does in that bunch. Yeah. That's not Mr. Forrest there. I think it might be Buddy out here with his head down. Hard to tell. 60-mile-an-hour winds blew my little 4th of July trinkets down out there. Sherry bought those the other day. Oh, that's just a big red-tagged doe. Big fat thing. Just keep thinking she hadn't had her baby. She may just be big and fat. More does. My goodness, at the racks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There's some extra boys out there this morning. Some extra boys for sure. And big boys at that. Racks are changing every day still. Getting larger and larger. Antlers sticking up everywhere. Nothing wrong with that. We can live with that. Yes, we can. We can definitely live with that. Her little geese family has got to the point to where the baby is no longer distinguishable from the mama. In addition to that, they seem like they've added a couple more. So we got a little bunch of 5 that's running around now. Now I'm not sure because I actually earlier this morning saw 3 out here in the yard, and which I'm sure was my little family. And I've been seeing 5 running around also. So I don't know if these other 2 are just joining up with them. That's very possibly the baby right out there, but I kind of think the baby is just as big as his mom and dad. That's all there is to it. It's a full-grown goose. But now we have this little bunch of 5, which would be the pair with the baby plus 1 more pair. As we've mentioned before, I'm told, and I'm sure it's true, I'm told that geese mate for life, which is pretty cool. Humans are supposed to do that. Doesn't always work. But they're gorgeous. Dead calm when I stepped out here. And all of a sudden the wind came up. They're trying to decide whether they want to keep on eating, those 4, or they want to get out there and swim in the water. We're kind of enjoying the Bermuda grass. And the rye. I've got some rye planted in there also. Not many people plant rye in their yard. Hey, well, not many people. We plant rye for the animals. And a lot of it stays green through the winter. In fact, I'm going to overseed that whole thing with rye this fall. Yes, I am. That other one decided, hey, I just will go back up there. That's just Jimmy. He's not going to hurt me. These little girls are doing so good. And Sally can empty a bottle in Olympic time. I mean, she takes that bottle and empties it so quick. You can't imagine how quick she empties it. Looky there, her bottle's empty. And Black Beauty's is half empty. That's just how fast. And she wants more. She's waiting for Apache to put another one in there for her. You can see how big she's got. And she'll drink 2 full bottles. Her little belly will look like she's carrying twins. They get so excited when they know the sound of Apache's mule. And before that mule even gets in sight almost, they're out here looking for him, watching for him. And he shows up with milk 3 times a day for them. And they're starting to eat a little bit of food. You can see the food back there behind them. That's South Fresh. They're starting to eat a little bit. We got some Cheerios for them too. So I'm going to start eating some Cheerios, which are oats, of course. And that's good. And they'll start eating those oats. And they'll like that a lot. So, Black Beauty and Sally. We'll have to get some sort of a collar on Sally here one of these days. No rush on it. You see how dark she is and how much black there is on her tail and black on her head. That's why we call her Black Beauty. Her brother had a lot of black on him also, but unfortunately her brother didn't make it. Look at her go though. Now you watch Sally there. I mean, she is a milk drinking machine. My golly, Black Beauty's doing pretty good too.
Yeah.
She's trying to keep up. She might be ahead.
This time I think she is.
I think she is. I think she's going to empty it out before Sally does. They are going to town on that milk, though. Uh-oh, Black Beauty says, oh, I have to take a breath. And Sally emptied hers out. Well, no, she's still got a half. Yeah. And when they get just plumb full, they'll quit. Of course, they're like us. They get plumb full, and they'll take a breath and eat a little bit more, just like we do. I'm stuffed. I can't eat another bite. Yeah, I'll take a piece of that pecan pie with some Bluebell ice cream on top of it. Yeah, I'll take a little of that. Ha, 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 ha. How special is that? Pretty special. Pretty special. We see these big giant flocks of geese flying all over, heading north in the summertime or spring, heading back south in the wintertime. And you wonder how these big flocks of geese get started. Well, this is how they get started. They get started with a mama and a papa geese, or goose, a mama and a papa geese. A mama, well, that'd be 2 geese, so I guess that would be a mama and a papa geese, a mama and a papa goose. And they have a baby, and they pick up a couple of friends along the way somewhere. Now this could be actually, another pair that is coming in here. And that pair has had 3 babies. That's a possibility on these 5 right here. But it's also a possibility that that is the one pair that had 1 baby that picked up some friends, another pair that had no babies. But now I have seen the 3 here together, the mom and the papa and the baby, and you can't tell the difference now. They're already here in the middle of July. They're grown enough to the fact that you really can't tell the big ones from the little ones. So you really can't tell there. But that's pretty cool. You can see that they're not very wild. They spooked a little bit when I first walked out here. But right now they're just sitting there saying, I'll just let him talk and rattle on. We'll wait till he goes back in. They don't know I'm getting ready to come out here and do a little catch of the day video. But Catch a Better Life video on the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube. But they're just kind of hanging around. They're saying, we'll wait till he goes back in the house and then we'll continue eating. There's 5 of them down there. So we don't know what's what, but what an incredible morning. I want you to look at that lake out there. It's amazing when you look at that water with that mountain reflecting on that water. In the fall of the year, the trees are beautiful, But there's nothing more beautiful than solid green. I have a solid green roof here on my house. Solid green boat buildings. Solid green roof cattywampus on my boat dock. You know, we figured out that we don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but I think we're only going to need to replace about 2 or 3 or 4 pieces of structure on that and rebuild that. I just don't know how we're going to do it. Haven't figured that part out yet. I'll let my partner Aaron think on that a little bit. He's an engineer. You know the only thing wrong with that picture besides that roof on that boat dock? Jimmy's not standing down there fishing. That's what's wrong with that. As pretty as they are on the land, they are even prettier and more graceful in the water. Now, I'm pretty sure, I don't know though, that looks like a mama and 2 babies. And then that would be another pair. So we might have a mama and 2 babies and a pair without any.